Marbles is brought to you by all of our lovely patrons over at patreon.com/LFGX. 4 little letters gets you a bunch of support for this show and merch discounts. Also, we're brought to you by our friends over at Spilled Coffee Workshop, spilledcoffeeworkshop.com, making wonderful handmade acrylic goods, bottle openers, bottle stoppers, rings, ice cream scoops, all sorts of stuff. They are furnishing our season pride. Let's get this thing going!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. This is the main event of the evening. The moment you've all been waiting for. It's time! Introducing your host, Bryce, the Marble Machine,
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the League of Fun Games Marbles. This is Season 6. We are getting on with this season. It is Week 3. We've already got a super strong fight at the top. Gitpul Xander got 77 points last week, blasting all the way up to the top spot. Bobcat, Night Attack, Jake Schneider, and Korzik not that far behind IMO, but there's still a lot of points left up for grabs here in this season and this tournament. Let's get a little bit of music cooking, and we will get our first race of the evening going. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi. Hi, welcome. We're going to put 2 minutes on the clock before we get into our first race of the evening. It's going to be Marble Canyon. Hello, everybody. This is Marbles. We play Marbles on stream. It is a physics-based racing game where everyone gets a marble with their name on it. When the time runs up, runs out, runs down, counts down. Everyone is left to their own devices. You don't get to control the marble at all. It's a bunch of fun. We have the live chat here who are joining us. If you're listening here, it's mostly everybody. Mostly everyone who can hear me right now is listening live. Just type !play in the chat, join the race, bang play. That's what you type, get a marble with your name on it. You're going to have to do that every race this evening. Don't worry, I'm going to remind you quite a lot. We give out points in our own custom LFG league. Find out your stats at any time. Marbles.win. We give away points for the first 10 racers to finish the race. We also give away a point for the last place racer. We've also got a bunch of bonus points up for grabs for record, lap records, global records, local records, all sorts of stuff. We give away bonus points for other sorts of stuff. Don't worry, the points don't particularly matter, but they're a fun little thing nonetheless. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first race of the evening. We're here on Marble Canyon. We're going to do 16 races tonight over the next about 2 hours or so. Thank you for joining me. Hello. We've got 41 folks loaded, ready, and raring to go. When you see the thing in the chat or you hear those chimes, that lets you know you can type !play to get that marble with your name on it here in the chat. That's all you got to do. It's so easy. There's nothing else. We'll take care of the points. You're not going to have to do anything else. You just got to be in the chat. 15 seconds now before our first race of the evening. Hello, everybody. 10 seconds now with 41 racers ready to go with 5, 4, 3, 2, and they are off. 41 racers are going with the first race of Week 3 here on Marble Canyon. 2 laps around the new circuit track. We are following Jayad, who is up in the front pack right now. It's Waylaid X leading with Aaron, Jayad, Sunbun, Night Attack in the mix. Musical Chemist BC Smith is up there. Ben Game Plan, BC Smith, and Giga Snee, a recent new subscriber. We're following Musical Chemist, who I think is coming on the back hairpin, going through some final curves. First of 2 laps, and the leader is going to be... Wait, oh, there it is. I was like, it doesn't use a real one, right? It's Waylaid X leading into lap 2. The rest of our racers are trying to keep up. This is a pretty chaotic, random sort of level. This is some real, like, meat and potatoes marble racing on the set. Just throw a terrain around and make them go. You don't gotta complicate it that much. Gigasnee is not complicating it that much, showing up and looking to hold first place. Only a minute 18 a lap so far as Crisco, Malvinius, and J-Yod all look to fight for that first place spot. It's Crisco that we followed now going into the final turns of this race. But it's going to be Ledwin just ahead of Gigasnee and Waylight X in a photo finish here on Marble Canyon. The rest of the racers are making their way in, and they're done! Congratulations go to Ledwin, Gigasnee, and Waylaid X. That's your podium here on Marble Canyon. What are we doing here? Marbles. Oh, it's marbles. It's marbles. It's marbles, and it's Marble Canyon. Top 10 rounded out by Malvinius in 4th place. Leading on, Corsic, Crisco, Cheesy Popcorn, Manaberry, M. Bloom, and Ben Franklin in 10th place. We had 41 folks enter, and oh my dog, all 41 of them finished. Please make sure you keep giving me the oh my dog emote in chat, because boy howdy, we had no DNFs. DNF means you do need a Franker Z, but we already don't need it. So stick that in your pipe. And let me hear you say way-oh. It's Red Hat Jesse getting that last place point in 41st. Taking a look at the top standings in week 3. These are your live standings, so they may take a moment to update here. But Gitbull Xander got a ton of points last week and blew open the fight with Bobcat, Korzik, and many more. All right, folks, we're here for race 2. Exclamation mark play is what you want to type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. You're going to have 2 minutes to join us on Robotic Roadway. It's race 2 tonight. Thank you for joining me. I've been playing video games, so I've got some short video game reviews in these little race prep periods. I'm about 2 or 3 or 4 hours into Ghostwire Tokyo, the Tango Softworks game from Bethesda. It's on the PlayStation Pass right now. It is it's a horror game. They did The Evil Within, but it is much more of like a action game with horror stuff, right? It's a lot of like Japanese horror, folklore, and mythology, intermixed with Shibuya, of course. But at the end of the day, it's a first-person shooter where you shoot wind and fire and arrows at a bunch of Endermen. You're like literally the first enemy you find is an Enderman, and like half of the enemies that you find afterwards are like different variations of it, right? It's like, oh, he's the Enderman, he's got the umbrella. Oh, this is the Enderman, but he doesn't have the jacket. Oh, this is the Enderman, but he's we're gonna make a fat Enderman. Oh, this is the Enderman, but he's his tie is he's like a drunk Enderman. Yeah, like, okay, all right. But for not being like a horror game, just like a horror aesthetic game, it's pretty fun. I'm having a pretty good time. Blasting the enemies, clearing out. There's like an open world mechanic, kind of an Assassin's Creed sort of thing. But it's kind of fun. And they have shopkeepers and their cats. They're Neko Matas. Very fun. All right, 10 seconds now for 40 racers going on the Robotic Roadway, our second race today in 3, 2, 1, and they are off, plinkoing their way through our second race. Physics be damned, they are on their way. No, the opposite. Physics is the whole thing. We got that Pug 1, Ascat, and Mandaberry first off the block now on the robotic roadway. 10 seconds lap so far. Don't call it rigged just yet. Malvinius and Ascat, the Buck, and that Punk 1. Got Sam not far behind and Giga Snee on this side. Max Power. Oh, Max Power getting a little too fresh. Falling off the track. It's Mandaberry, Aaron Roars, Gitbull, Xander, and the Ben Franklin on that bottom side. We're taking a look at the top side here. And first out of the elevator was Malvinius. We're looking at Mandaberry, who's going into the second funnel with a fast out of the funnel. We're going to keep an eye out right here as some of the top team come down. It's Plokai, Mandaberry, and the Ben Franklin going through the anti-gravity into the next section now, leading this race. 48 seconds elapsed. Plokai and the Ben Franklin on this side. Mandaberry, the Eater Monkey, Gitbull, Xander, and Kinlan, Aaron, Gitbull, Xander, Colin, Mailnum, and FLS Carnage as they make their way into the crates. Watch out for those crates. We're looking at Mandaberry going in the invisible bongos section. That's right. There's just kind of an invisible section here. We're looking at Plokai, your race leader, a minute now. And they, a little too hot, falling off the track. Plokai, Aaron Roars also missing the landing. FLS Carnage now landing into some of the final crates now, a minute 20. Who is in second place? It's Kinlan, and then a far third place could be that Punk 1. FLS Carnage and Kinlan both in the cross Steve here at the end of the race. It's Kinlan getting out first, but there's still a lot of crap on the track, but Kinlan says, I don't care, I'm going to take the win and the local record away from Waylate X. That's going to be a win and a new record in this second race. Wow. 1 minute now on that big red clock here. We're still waiting on the top 10 as Malvinius takes 7th place. You've only got a little bit of time left to make it in. We are not really giving away, well, we're still giving away points. There's Bobcat taking 9th. Judy Bootybot looking to take 10th place. Who's going to get last? It's a little bit of a nail biter here, a bit of a short one as Night Attack goes in for 12th or so. Sam making it out of the cross. Steve, will Jake Schneider get out and get that last place point? Jake will with 30 seconds. Clean and easy for Jakey. Jakey. We'll try it. Congratulations go to Kinlan, FLS Carnage, and that Punk 1. That's your podium here on this second race today. And boy howdy,
it's a new lap record.
It's a brand new
lap record.
New lap record with a time of 1 minute 35 seconds. 0.2, destroying the local record by over 3 seconds. Kinlan gets 5 extra points for breaking that lap record. Congratulations, Kinlan. Rest of the top 10 rounded out by 15 Sowens in 4th place, leading on Scott and Max, Scoop Shooter, Malvinius, Captain Jack, Bobcat, and Judy Bootybot in 10th place. We don't need to scroll very far to find Jake Schneider in last place. But why don't we? Boop. Boop. Just scroll. We just scrolled a little bit. We are going to scroll through the rest of our DNFs here. DNF stands for does need Frankers, so please make sure you give us the Frankers in check if we do need them. We're going to get the next track loaded up while we all get this track pumped up. We're going to make sure Kinlan gets those points. Kinlan, the way we break those 5 points down, there's 4 points given for beating the local record. That applies to anyone who beats a local record. There's a 5th point for setting the local record. And then if you also set the global record, that's another 5 points. So that's how Kinlan's going to get 5 points for that new lap record. Let me hear it again.
It's a new lap record.
Love to hear it. Love to sear it? I love to sear it like a steak tartare. No, you don't. You specifically don't. Okay. Twisting Tumble is our next race. 2 minutes on the clock to join us on this. Exclamation mark plays what you want to type in the check in a marble with your name on it. Hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here on a Thursday. continuing my very brief video game reviews in under a minute 30. They also put Humanity, that new game on the PlayStation Pass. Yeah, the one where you play a little dog and you guide humans around like lemmings. It's lemmings. Here's the thing. It's lemmings. Now, it's lemmings. But here's the other thing. Lemmings is really fucking good. And this is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. It seems like it's pretty good. I'm only a few levels in. I think I only played like 20, 30 minutes so far. But it's really good. You made your little dog. You're a little Shiba dog. Who doesn't like being a little Shiba dog, right? So I think that's pretty good. Though I'll say, I bet there's like this weird feeling because you have all the little people, right? You actually are guiding these people, and they make a point early on to say, "Hey, the bodies might be look, the bodies might be gone, but they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back through the door. Don't worry about it. Hey, don't worry about it. Just really don't worry about it if they go over the side. It's fine. Like literally, it's fine. You don't get in any trouble for doing that." It feels weird. It feels fucking weird. It feels weird. It feels weird to see the look, because so I get into the point of like, okay, well then I gotta plan out the thing so that they can't even get. I gotta get ahead of them so that they don't fall off the thing, or I gotta like keep them. I gotta plan out my route while they're all dying, and then restart it so that anyway. Humanity, kind of like it. All right, 40 racers ready and raring to go in 5 seconds on the Twisting Tumble. It's our third race today. They are ready. 3, 2, 1, and off. In this race, we're gonna follow somebody here. Want to follow Kinlan? Let's follow Kinlan. Hi, Kinlan. This is our third race, and they're off. I see you with the wholly original idea. Hey, have you ever thought of naming the stream Marbles? Oh wow, where'd you get that idea? That's a clever one. Is that an ICU? Is that a fresh one off the ICU dome? And then they can be like short for words, right? They can be for, machined and refined bearings, loosed entirely sustainably. We have a sustainable message. It's a new thing for season 7, really. All right, 56 seconds elapsed in the clock, and Ben game plan looks to have really jumped the clock. Skipped a good portion of the track. As long as he can get out of this elevator, this could be an easy win for Ben. We were looking at... it's Aaron Roars also getting a skip just ahead of Ben game plan, who does get an easy second place. That's an easy second place. It looks like Bobcat might be... No, it'll be Manaberry, Jake Schneider, and Red Hat Jesse rounding out that top 6. Giga Snee bringing in 7th. That Punk 1. Captain Jack and Malvinius in the 10. Oh, sorry, Pops. I think it's the way that the track is set up. The way that the track is set up over there, that I think just for like a second it said that you were at the top. All right, well, there's Theater Monkey taking that second to last place. And there's the Ben Franklin with 20 seconds. You got this, Ben. It's okay. Take your time. There you go. There we go. Congratulations go to Aaron Roars. Excuse me, Aaron Roars. Ben Game Plan and a Bobcat. That's your podium here on Twisting Tumble. Top 10 rounded out by Manaberry in 4th place, leading on Jake Schneider. Red Hat Jesse, Giga Snee, That Punk 1, Captain Jack, and Malvinius in 10th place. 40 folks entered, and give me the Frank Disease, because we had 2! Almost enough to get points, but not 2 DNFs. That meant that the Ben Franklin took that last place point. Congrats to the old BF, the old TBF. But it's the BFT, BFT. Let's take a look at the big movers and shakers today. Who got the most points so far? This is week 3. But who's got it today? It's Giga Snee Leading so far with 16, that Punk 1 and Malvinius with 14. Aaron Roars, Ledwin, and Kinlan with 13. Find all your stats at marbles.win. 2 minutes now to join us in our fourth race today. It's off the rails. It's off the rails. That's right. It's going off the rails. Don't worry. We'll bring it back in about a minute 55. Exclamation mark plays what you want to type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Continuing my continuation of miniature video game reviews. Citizen Sleeper. I bought Citizen Sleeper the other day. That's interesting. Okay, it kind of looks like Disco Elysium, but you're playing it like a resource management game, like Gods Will Be Watching or something. Like at the start of the day, you roll dice. You roll dice, and you have this hand of dice of like up to 5 dice, and you can spend those dice on actions around this like Halo ring. It's like a big sci-fi thing. It's really cool. It's interesting. I get the feeling that they expect you to play it multiple times and sort of solve the problem, because you get kind of this nebulous sort of interesting sci-fi mystery and a lot of different ways to approach it. And so there's kind of this RPG side to it. And I kind of like it. I think it's kind of less complicated. I think it's kind of less complicated than Disco Elysium, if that makes sense. Because Disco Elysium's got like 20 or so skills. This one's only got 6, baby. This one's only got 6. You're just rolling dice, baby. Anyway, Citizen Sleeper. I think it's kind of neat. Not voice acted, but good illustrations. It's not very complicated. Not very complicated. 22 seconds now before we get going on Off the Rails. It's our 4th race tonight. Exclamation mark play in the chat. When you hear the sound, gives you a reminder that you can join us. 40 folks ready and raring to go in 6 seconds in Off the Rails. 3, 2, and they're off the rails. They're off the rails. They're off the rails. Let's follow Dead Polymers, who is trying to be first off the block now. But it's looking more like Zed Team or the Ben Franklin or SkyMax or Waylaid, possibly. It will be Zed Team, the Ben Franklin, Waylaid X, SkyMax, Jake Schneider, and many more as they make their way off the rails, off the block, off the rails, off the block rails, and so on. We're going to zoom out a little bit here. This is off the rails here. This is a multi-track level. Certainly at the start it is. It kind of condenses, congeals, it kind of consolidates, it kind of coheaves a little bit. We're looking at that Punk 1 who is leading as the crow flies. 50 seconds elapsed so far. No, it's Crisco who is in that center section, and quick and how for Crisco. A minute elapsed so far off the rails. That is Sheringham's local ghost that you see there passing Crisco. Crisco getting an okay line here. The difficult part here is avoiding those bongos, and Crisco gets a great line right away. This may not be a local record, but this will be a fantastic finish and will mean a lot of... that could be a lot of bloodshed as Crisco takes the win. ASCAT bringing in... there we go. Congrats, Pop. That's my dad. Everybody, congrats, Dad. Hey, shout out. Rigged. Third place is going to go to the Ben Franklin as long as he keeps it in the thing. Yes, there we go. It's going to be Sam. Oh, did Spiral Shape make it in? Yes. Spiral Shape did break the plane. ICU did not. Oh, sorry, ICU. We are here with 30 seconds, and there's not a lot of time left because Crisco was just so fast. It was just so fast. And that means it's going to be a real bloodshed, real bloodbath, as we've got 18 seconds counting down to find out that last place racer. Who's it going to be? Ooh, 10 seconds now. Is it going to be Night Attacker Kidlin? 6, 5, 4, 3. There we go. Congratulations go to Crisco. Congratulations go to Crisco 762, ASCAT 1964, and the Ben Franklin. That's your podium here on Off the Rails. It's your 4th race today. Top 10 rounded out by TSCN Sam leading on Spiral Shape, Manaberry, and Bloom 311, Stashman 2, J Yod 105, and The Buck with underscores. Check that out. That's your top 10 here on Off the Rails. We're scrolled not very far. It's going to be Kinlan in 23rd place, completely cucking me from last place, but there we go. That's a point for Kinlan. Got to get some Frankerzies, not Franklinsies. Sorry, Frankerzies, the Dead for Our Fallen DNF folks. Let's get another track loaded now. Ow. All right, 1/4 race done. Let's move. Let's take a look again. I'm doing great. When we're 1/4 of the way through, let's take a look at the big movers and shakers today. It's Crisco with 19 points, Manaberry with 18, Gigasnee with 16. We're loaded up into our 5th race today. Welcome, everybody. It's Taking Flight! Exclamation mark play is what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. We got 2 minutes to join us here, everybody. Did I have any more video game? I think those were my. I think those are all my quick video game reviews for new video games. Like I've been playing a lot. I've still been playing a lot of Gran Turismo and Grid Legends. I'm playing a lot of racing games. I started playing Lake. Oh, that sucks. That kind of sucks. I don't know if that sucks. But I haven't played long enough to give it a short review. But I think it sucks. It might suck. I don't know. It might not be the game I thought it was. Or maybe I haven't played long enough to get to a point where that game shows what it really is. It's thought. Experiment for myself. Just a fun bit of internal monologue. Not even really exposition, just kind of rambling. Anyway, 45 seconds now for Taking Flight. It's our 5th race today. Hello, everybody. Gigasneak saying, I just realized you can choose your marble. That's right. When you type exclamation mark play, if you use a number, the first time you type it in each race, you get to choose your skin. 1 through 7 for everybody. 8 through 12 also for our Twitch subscribers here. Got a bunch of different skins. But there's also like you can do your own pay to win thing. You can pay them. They can pitch you on how to pay them. That's not for me. Here's something that's for me. It's 39 folks who are going in 3 seconds on Taking Flight. They are off now, our 5th race today. Plinkoing their way through the beginning of this race. This is a cloud airplane and then cloud themed level. As we see Effeless Carnage, Azcat, and That Punk 1 leading the pack. The Ben Franklin leading on the opposite side of the camera. The racers will split up here, make their way to the jetway, take off through the runway, and then end up back in the clouds. As long as they keep their heads out of there, they'll probably be fine. What is that? That's nothing. FLS Carnage and That Punk 1, Crisco and Kingsba leading on this side. There are a few cloud-colored obstacles in this section, so we're seeing some chaos as Kingsba, Azcat, That Punk 1, and Plokai lead on FLS Carnage now with 50 seconds elapsed so far. Ooh, some bonkage going as the racers make their way to the last stretches of this sector. It's Kingsba and That Punk 1 leading on this side. On the other side, Lenwin, Night Attack, ICU, Judy Bootybot, and Jake Schneider as our racers hit the asphalt, hit the pavement, hit the dirt as they find their way into the runway. And we'll see who makes liftoff. Ledwin is the leader with 1:20 left so far. Max Power, Night Attack, the Ben Franklin, Kingswell, Judy Bootybot, and more not far off as they steadily take to the skies. They take to the skies. They look to the skies. because that's where the skies are. We've got Leadwind, Judy, Bootybot, and Night Attack, who are all kind of dealing with. It looks like there is maybe some geometry weirdness in this level here, but our racers are shortly making their way to the final stretch here. Now, there's Leadwind has been slowed by something. It's Jake Schneider who makes it out, followed by Scoop Shooter. I don't know what's happening here. We've done there's just like a slow section here. It must be like similar to the snowy sections in the other tracks here. It's Jake Schneider followed by ICU dropping into the wind bucket. Scoop Shooter taking the rest of the podium. Your top 10 are shotgunning their way in like a beer. Shotgun like a beer. And free. And beer as in free? Yeah. Has anyone done that? Has anyone written a comedy bit about a bar and done a beer as in free joke? If I asked ChatGPT that, it would send SWAT cars to my house to eliminate me. All right, on a little under a minute now for our racers here on Taking Flight. Get Xander and ASCAT making their way in as Colin J. Crawford processionally takes the last place point. But we've got a winner in Jake Schneider here on Taking Flight, just ahead of ICU and Scoop Shooter. No local record on this one. Sorry about it. Not even really close. Rest of the top 10 rounded out by Waylaid X in 4th place, leading on Scoop Lindsay, Kingsba, Ken Wharf, the Ben Franklin, TSTN Sam, and Red Hat Jesse in 10th place. 39 racers entered, and all 39 of them finished. It's Colin Dre Crawford. The Dre stands for drone, and you would think that stands for Joan, but it doesn't. It stands for drone. So gets that bonus point, that last place bonus point. Let's let up another track. All right, we're going to take a look at the top in season 6, week 3. We're going to see the top scoring points earners all across all 3 weeks, as well as the leaders in our pay to win. Come on, man. You're trying to sell these people on, you're trying to sell them on this thing. You're trying to sell them on this thing. Okay. Pay to win subscribers, but let's take a look at it. Get Xander still at 99, but Bobcat and Jake Schneider are closing in that gap. 97 and 91 each. Scoop Shooter and Korzik 4 and 5. Night Attack falling back to 6th place. In our pay to win scheme, it's Bobcat leading on Jake Schneider, and then the Ben Franklin, who is trying to catch Europe. All right, 2 minutes now to join us in our 6th. Wow, already our 6th race of the evening. It's Temple of Steve! !Play is what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. If I can promote a little thing here in this segment, we just had a new Scam Nation video come out yesterday. It's fantastic. It's so fun. It's short. It's just a couple of minutes. It's also star-studded. Rich Ferguson, Chuck Claudel. We got one Matty D. Of course Brian. We got Rylan. It's a blast. It's fun. It's a little old. It is technically a little older. We shot it quite a while ago, but it's fun. Check it out on Scam Nation on YouTube. I know we got some Modern Rogues coming up as well, but this is a fun one. It's one of those tricks where when you learn it, you can just always do it, especially for little kids. Little kids will definitely fall for this. Here's the thing, and we haven't really heavily explicitly leaned into this, but little children will lose their fucking mind if you do that to them. They'll love it. If you do that thing to them, oh my god, they'll fucking lose their mind. Oh my gosh. You give them something to yeah. Oh my god, they'll love you. Oh my gosh. We should rename Scam Nation like the uncle the Uncle Parlor Trick Hour. We shouldn't do any of that. 13 seconds now on the Temple of Steve. It's our 6th race this evening. 43 folks are ready and registered to go. Just a few more seconds now. All right, 3, 2, 1, and they're off in race 6 today. Temple of Steve. There's Kinlan's local ghost that got just a great line. It's ASCAT leading up front, but not the lowest line. It looks like that could be Crisco or Manaberry as they get a really, really elliptical here on the Temple of Steve. These funnels always take a good long while to finish, but it definitely looks like Crisco and then Manaberry will be first off the block, followed by M. Bloom the Buck, Ledwin, ASCAT, Highlander, Sam, and J-Yod. 37 seconds elapsed now. Manaberry is just behind Crisco, and some of us like to call this thing a dog fight. No, dog fight! These two competitors are fighting for it. Oh no, they're splitting up here as the Steve and the rest of the racers. No, it's the short one. But it was in fact a dog fight. Put it in the books. Ledwin, Crisco, and the Buck first through the reservoir. ASCAT and Highlander also in the mix. 1:05 elapsed. Ledwin leading on the right side. ASCAT leading on the right in 4th. Crisco and Bloom 5 and 6. J-Yod, Malvinius, Aaron, and Sam as our racers split up in the Temple of Steve. Going into the Infinity section here, the what do I call it? The Ghost Protocol section. That's such a good fight scene. I was just thinking about that fight scene the other day. When they're in the parking garage and there's all the cars going around and the big robot. That's a fucking cool. Mission Impossible's cool. Mission Impossible's cool. All right, Ledwin is leading 1:40 now and just completely unprompted. But we're looking at Crisco now, 1:45 leading, going into the final stretches here. But this is not, I repeat, not a guarantee that Crisco is going to take it. Because I'll tell you what, you see that finish box moving. Well, if it's not there when you drop, well, then you're not there. Plop, plop. Crisco making it in the strainer now as Razin Sassenberry. Also falls off the track. Crisco missing the box. Oh, that's so rough. ASCAT, Kingsville all missing the boxes. Aaron, Sam, a photo finish for 3rd with Waylay taking it. Your top 7 are in. The boxes moving back and forth. A lot of bloodshed now. The top 10 are in. Ooh. 1:45 now. Oh, there's that box moving back. Ooh. Only a few moments left. Night Attack Scoop Shooter trying to make it in. Ah! Damn it. All right, we got Korzik here trying to take that last place point. Could be helpful for Korzik in the battle for points. There we go. Congratulations go to Aaron Roars, TSC, and Salmon. Waylaid X. That's your podium here on the Temple of Steve. Top 10 rounded out by the Buck in 4th place, leading on Highlander, Kinlan, J-Yod, that Punk one, Scott, Max, and Judy Bootybot. We're in 10th place. Don't need to scroll. Last place is 20th place. Korzik taking that last place point here. Scrolling through our DNS, they do need Franker Z, so please give me the Franker Z emote in the chat. Please, you've seen everybody do it. Flood the screen. The more we do, I love the Franker Z bit, but it feels very like, comment, and subscribe. It feels a little like comment and subscribe. I don't know. It's fun. No, it's good, right? It's good, right? Okay. Now I'm getting self-conscious. I can't get self-conscious during the stream. I can't do that. All right, we're loading up into our next race here. Let's take a second. All right, here we're loaded up. It's our 7th race. Oh my goodness, we're almost at the halfway point here. 7th race today. 2 minutes on the clock to join us here on Hard Landing. Exclamation mark play in the chat. We'll get you a marble with your name on it. That's all you got to do. We handle everything. We handle everything. So, anyways, weekend plans open up. It was a bummer. So it is hearts out, hearts, thoughts, and prayers to the folks of Emilia Romagna. Hope that they're doing okay with the flood. I just wanted some racing. I just wanted some fucking racing. So Imola got canceled. And then the next race is Monaco. Now Monaco's fine. Monaco's fine. Just the cars are too big. The cars are just a little too big for Monaco, and so it ends up just being real tight and kind of not fun. And also another fucking street. Anyway, I've been watching races. What did I watch the other day? I watched a fantastic. What was it? It's in my thing. I have it here. Don't I have it here? Oh no. 30 seconds to remember the thing I needed to say? That's cool. Oh, 2021 Turkey. The 2021 Turkey Grand Prix. Turkish Grand Prix. Turkey Grand Prix. They don't like that at all. It was great. It kind of a wet race, but also like a lot of action. Highly recommended for a retro watch. All right, 45 racers are ready, raring and registered to go with 5 seconds left to go in our 7th race today on hard landing. 3, 2, 1, and they are off. Going into the funnel now on hard landing. There they all go. This will take them a while. It takes them a while. It'll take them a while. Colin's right though. Monaco quali is great. Qualifying in Monaco is a ton of fun. Is actually a ton of fun. All right, we are looking to see who's off the block now on hard landing. Who will it be? We've got 45 different folks who are just trying to drop a little lower than everyone else. Think heavy thoughts, everybody. 40 seconds elapsed so far, and still just 45 seconds elapsed, and we're just 54 seconds. Let's see. I could have done an entire another video game reviews. Okay, it's Theater Monkey leading on Judy Bootybot. First 2 off the block. Captain Jack and Zed Team. Ken Wharf, Cheesy Popcorn, Ken Wharf, and Mail Numb as our racers are making it through hard landing. Oh, Captain Jack falling off the track. I guess going a little too far from the blue stuff. We're looking at Theater Monkey, who is trying to keep it. Oh, you could see that coming from a mile away. GD Beautybot as well, getting a bad bonk, but no one taking it from Theater Monkey, even with that full head-on bonk. Judy Beautybot's trying to catch up. Highlander with the speed, gonna land it. Will do, says Highlander. Only 3 DNFs so far. Highlander speeding through the pop section. Oh, keep it on the track. Oh, there we go. That's going to be a fantastic finish for Highlander. 36, your winner here on hard landing. Oh, Gray Whitaker. Oh, Gray. Gray was popping off. Theater Monkey taking second place, and Judy Bootybot bringing it in for third place. A minute 15 on that big red clock now, as we're waiting for the top 10 and everyone else to bring it in. We had a few DNFs on that one. Gray Whitaker in the chat going, pop, pop. That's right. That's right. Even in this somber time, comedy heals. It's looking like J-Yacht is going to take that last place point, a certified laster. Here's a certified winner. It's Highlander, 36, Theater Monkey, and then Judy Bootybot. That's your podium here on race 7 today. It's the hard landing. Congrats to them. I had to change my tone real quick because it almost sounded a little messed up. Top 10 rounded out by Zed Team in 4th place, leading on Scoop Shooter, Raz and Sassenberry, Mail Numb, Giga Snee, Azcat. How did I can't read my dad's username wrong. Azcat in 9th place, followed by the Ben Franklin in 10th place. 45 folks entered, and 38 of them finished. That's going to be a last place point to JYod 105 DNFs for all of our Franker Z friends, and we're going to get loaded up into another course, if you're enjoying this, we will be back next June. We'll be back in June. That's right. That's right. We've done a bunch of races and the rest. We'll be back in June 1st, 8th, and 15th. Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time this season. Make sure you join us here. Marbles.win is the website. Twitch.tv/Night Attack is where we're live. All right, we're loaded up into race 8 this evening. It's Mountain Pass! Plays, which you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. With whose name on it? It's your name on it. That's right. How do you do that? Plays, what you do with that? I just told you. Were you listen? I just told you. So no, but you I know, but you and I just told. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Feels I had to do that to you. Hello, everybody. I see you asking, Bryce, do you have a new podcast coming out soon? I am working on it. I'm working on a critical racing theory podcast here. So if you want to hear early bits of that as I'm working on it before it is ready for human consumption, join us on Patreon, patreon.com/LFGX. The first one will go out to, it'll be public on Patreon, but then next ones before it's like really ready are going to be for the $6 level patrons. So make sure you consider that. Of course, that also supports us here on Marbles. It also makes sure that you get in our pay to win scheme. That gets you extra points. Gives you an extra point anytime you get points in Marbles. And it makes you stand out. It makes you stand. Look at how Bobcat just pops. Look at how Jake Schneider, who's your title sponsor, just pops. Just pops. Ben Franklin just pops. Miravina just popping. Right? Just pop. Anyway, 20 seconds now as we get ready for Mountain Pass, our 8th race this evening. This is the last one before the half. Wow, we're already at the halfway point here. This is a classic standard level here. 44 folks are ready to go. Very technical, tight front section here, so we may miss some of the folks off the block in the back, but we are going, ready and gone. 44 folks are racing, making their way through the opening section on Mountain Pass. Kind of one of the more complicated sections. You go down, and then you go up, and then you go out, and then you go down, and then you go out. Like Korzik. Hey, Korzik. Hey, thank you for that, Korzik. Korzik giving the technical demo on this one. 28 seconds left so far. Korzik's the only one really off the block. Has Colin J. Crawford, Jake Schneider, Cheesy Popcorn, Ledwin, and Crisco trying to catch up. Raz Sazberry, Aaron Roars, Waylaid X, Sam Gray, Spiral, Highlander. As they're going through the twisty, twindy, and terrifying opening section here of Mountain Pass. The Ben Franklin, Max Power, and Dead Polymers below the rear. As we reach 50 seconds left so far, Korzik hitting the snow, slowing down just a little bit as get some of these. Look at these, just total, just sheer drops. Just a sheer drop for Korzik here in this section. Razin Sazberry is fighting with Colin J. Crawford, Cheesy Popcorn, Ledwin, and Jake Schneider. Following Gray, the Buck, Judy, Crisco. And there's Korzik running off into the sunset with us, but looking to have to deal with some debris there in the background. That's going to give a chance for everybody to catch up here. It wouldn't be Marbles if there wasn't just a bunch of horseshit chaos for no reason. Cheesy Popcorn, Ledwin now leading as the rest of our racers are dealing with the debris. More like the Nick debris, as they've got some poppers and some stanchions stopping, popping, and bumping them as Jake Schneider, Ledwin, Judy Bootybot, Cheesy Popcorn lead go into the separation section here. Sam, Crisco's got Max, Gray, and Spiral Shape. One DNF so far. It's Zed Team. Ooh. Oh, we see Bobcat. Oh, we've got Red Hat Jesse. This is a track where you can kind of skip. You can skip some of the line. You can skip some of the line. Not all of it. These little bollocks of Nick Debris here are the bane of so many racers. Here's Red Hat Jesse now hitting the debris. Look how long it took for Red Hat Jesse to actually hit it, and then to actually break the model. Now we're gonna have to wait here for it to despawn. Red Hat Jesse and Bobcat losing all of their advantages. Jake Schneider and Judy Bootybot catch up. Night Attack, Gray Whitaker, the Buck, Colin J. Crawford, and Spiral Shape are all wiping out, as is customary, honestly, on this level, the advantage that skipping the track gives you. Bobcat, Judy Bot, Red Hat, Jesse. First off the block with Spiral Shape taking advantage of some high speed as the rest of the racers are going cold. It's going to be a close one here. 3 minutes on the clock. Who's going to take it? It'll be Judy Bootybot just ahead of Red Hat Jesse and Spiral Shape. Your top 10 are shotgunning their way in. It's a mad rush to the end of this 8th race. Looks like Waylaid X is forecasted to take the last place unless Sam can keep hitting that bonk. No. There we go. Congratulations go to Judy Bootybot, Red Hat Jesse, and Spiral Shape. Yes, I think it's Spiral Shape. That's your podium here on Mountain Pass. Top 10 rounded up by Bobcat in 4th place, leading on Jake Schneider, Kingsba, Azcat, Gray Whitaker, and The Buck in 10th place. 44 folks entered in. Oh my goodness, I think, yes, it's 40 of them who did finish. It's Waylaid X getting that 40th place finish and the last place point. But really the first place point in our heart. I think that's presumptuous. That's my attempt at comedy. All right, folks, that is the half. What? Half? That's right. This is kind of a shorter, sort of a curated, high energy, kind of more of aerobic experience. Thank you so much for joining us here. That's the half. We are going to do a few quick messages, take a few messages here on Twitch, and then get you back with the last 8 races of the evening. First off, I want to remind you about Patreon, patreon.com/LFGX. That's where you can support this. You can support all sorts of other stuff going on. You can get a discount on merch, like we got pins, we got the shirt. Check out the shirt. It's a good shirt. It's a Bella canvas, so it's soft. I've had this for years, and it's still soft and real nice. So check that out. If you're a patron, you get a discount on merch on anything, anytime. So check that out. Patreon.com/LFGX. Of course, also we are brought to you by our longtime friends, SpilledCoffeeWorkshop.com. Spilled Coffee Workshop. They got ice cream scoops. They got rings. They got bottle stoppers. They got bottle openers. They just sent me the season prize for this season. It's great. They've got if you want the actual, it's not great that I didn't realize this, but this specific color scheme you can get on Spilled Coffee Workshop. So if you like this one, check it out. It's called Marbles, Stream of Marbles, something like that. All sorts of good stuff. So check that out. Thank you everybody for joining us here. We're gonna have a few more races in just a few more moments. If you have to go at some point, we'll be back in June 1st, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be back with more marbling in June. Hello everybody, welcome back to LFG Marbles Season 6, Week 3. Bryce Castillo here with you as we are loaded into our next race, our first race of the half. Race 9 tonight. It's our first of 4 community levels. It's the Abstract Puzzling Adventure from Lexi Lee. Thank you for the level. You got 2 minutes to join us. Exclamation mark play is what you type in the chat. That'll get you a marble just like everyone else is doing. You're seeing everyone do it. You're seeing everyone get the marble. Why do you question it? Why are you questioning it, baby bird? Don't question it, baby bird. Well, who's baby bird? Did it too much. It was charming at 1. It was a little insecure on the second one. The third one, we ruined the bit. We had to go meta with it to save it. And then self-referential, which is just, and then we're just jerking off. 1 minute 23 to join us. An exclamation replay is what's going to get you a marble. Hello, everybody. I started watching. They have on Netflix. They have an Initial D movie, and I thought, I like Initial D. I like Initial D so much that I know how to even say it correctly. I like Initial D well enough. I like the idea of Initial D. I'll watch it. I didn't realize it was it was a live action version made in China, so it was also in Chinese translated to English. Not great for 2005 even. For 2005, it's like slow and just lingering. Granted, Chinese cinema, I don't know what that was like 18 years ago. Just kind of I think I made it 20 or 30 minutes because it's just a lot of like, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't feel cohesive. Granted, probably not paying a lot of attention. It just didn't feel cohesive. Just felt like a lot of like out of context scenes. Well, here's something that's in context. 38 folks getting ready and raring to go on the abstract puzzling our adventure, our first of the community levels tonight. Race number 9, our racers are off, plinking their way through. Look at this level. Thank you to Lexi Leith for it. First up the block's going to be Ken War, followed by FLS Carnage and M. Bloom. Scoop Lindsay Kings, but Mailnum and Night Attack in the mix as Zed Team and Kinlan Captain Jack pull up the rear as they make their way into the elevator. FLS Carnage sneaking ahead, an aerial overtake. Oh, Ken Wharf was doing okay, but then, fell out of the anti-gravity chamber, opening the door for FLS Carnage to take the lead going to the hamster ball hill. Racers have to make it into the alleyway down the center here, but then you kind of get stopped. Then you gotta stop. A lot of our racers are falling off the track here because of that anti-gravity section. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous one indeed. Who's going to make it out of the hamster ball? Get Pull Xander, Jake Schneider, Night Attack, Aaron Roars, and Rommel all in close succession. Get Pull Xander. Oh, a photo finish just ahead of Jake Schneider and then Aaron Roars for the podium. Your top 10 are going to make their way in a minute 54 now. That's a fantastic little level. I think that's a nice little level. A little short. Nice level, though. Thank you for that one. A minute 45 on the big red clock to get that last place point. We got Ben Game Plan and Crisco. Oh, there's Ben Game Plan. Crisco. 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 The thing is, Crisco's got so much time. The thing is that Crisco has plenty of time. Well, thank you, Zed Team. I hope you're enjoying yourself. All right, there we go. There we go. Congratulations go to Get Pull Xander, Jake Schneider, and then Aaron Roars as your podium here on the Abstract Puzzling Adventure. Top 10 rounded out by Night Attack. Night Attack in 4th place, leading on Rommel 01, Jaya, Jesse and Sam, FLS Carnage, Dead Polymers, and Leadwind in 10th place. 18th place goes to Crisco, who gets the last place point in our league. Congrats to Crisco. Make sure you give me the Frankers Z's for our DNF friends. They do need Frankers Z's. Look at it. Look at how many. Look how many people we lost in that one. Let's let a bit of the track. With those points and that lap record that we got in the first half, let's take a look at how the standings for week 3 are looking while we load up our second community level. Two minutes now as we start the timer. Get Pull Xander leading with 112 over Jake Schneider 108 and Bobcat 105. Night Attack back up to 4th place with 90. Scoop Shooter with 88. Find the stats for yourself or anyone else at any time. Marbles.win. Jake Schneider and Bobcat leading in the pay to win scheme. No, it's not a scheme. It's not even a scheme. It's like a schema. It's technically a scheme. I mean, anything's a scheme if you look at it the right way. Technically, anything's a scheme. You know. And that's what my lawyer has advised me to not say out loud. Hello, everybody. A minute 20 now. Multiple Steves ahead. Thank you to Ian for the track here. Starting at minute 15. I'm gonna have to finish watching this awful Initial D movie. Well, aren't I? It was okay. But they don't even have I didn't even think that they had like Eurobeat music in it. Now I don't even remember. It was just really dumb. It just felt dumb. It felt dumb when the way that they presented it. It just kind of didn't make sense. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's like, oh, these are just all the big scenes from Initial D. Just if you know, this is for the fans. This is for the car heads. This is for your gear heads. Well, here's something to get geared ahead of. It's our 10th race this evening. Multiple Steves ahead. Going to get started in 13 seconds with 37 racers ready and raring to go here on a Thursday night. 10 seconds have started. 5 seconds left. And they are off. Our 10th race this evening. Multiple Steves ahead. They're making their way through another funnel here. They need to fit. They need something. They need more. They need a new thing. The funnels are fine, but some of the funnels are long, and you see what the community does. The community puts obstacles and stuff in here so that you just go through. So you just get started. You know, that last one was like a minute. It took like a minute early. Did you notice? I noticed that. I think I said that. That's how I noticed it. We're looking at Gitbull Xander, who is looking to keep that lead in this league. 40 seconds to last. Ooh, going into the Steves. That's a bit of a tough one here. Some of these are the multiple Steves that the title is warning us of. Gitbull Xander getting overtaken by Max Power. Going into the second set of Steves. These are a double fast, fully protected Steve, but Gitbull Xander is going to get the speed out of that into the copy left or the copy right. We don't know. It's going into the tunnel of hell of love for Gitbull Xander with a time of 1:04. Gitbull Xander is your winner ahead of TSCN Sam at 1:07. Theater Monkey bringing it in at around 1:11. Your top 10 are making their way in now. 2 minutes for the multiple Steves ahead. Whew. Zoom. That's how Gitbull Xander. That's how you do it. That's how Gitbull Xander does it. That's, you know, really showing everybody. This is how Marbles is done. Hey everyone, this is how Marbles is done actually. Manaberry. Oh, yes, I think Manaberry got that last place point away from Rommel. We'll take a look in just a moment. But congratulations go to Gitbull Xander, TSCN Sam, and Theater Monkey. That's your podium here. Race 10 today. Multiple Steves ahead. Thank you again for the win. Top 10 rounded out by Jake Schneider in 4th place, leading on Cheesy Popcorn, Highlander, Ken Wharf, Stashman, Ledwin, and Razin Sazenberry. Scrolling down just a moment. It's Manaberry in 30th place, getting the last place point in our league. Congrats, Manaberry, getting a big point, and that's a big point. And if you're a pay to win, that's a second point. That's 2 points, baby. That's 100% return on investment. That's the cha-ching, baby. That's the cha-ching. You know how they say that's the cha-ching. That's the cha-ching, baby. They say it all the time. Let's take a look at your big movers and shakers today while we load up into our 3rd community level. We refresh here. 46 points. Your title sponsor, Jake Schneider, is leading this the standings today. Biggest mover, 46 points. Followed by Sam and Aaron. All right, we're loaded up into our 11th race this evening. It's the cleanup track. This one's a short one, but we've got a longer one after this. That's why I picked I knew it would be a short one. As you can tell by the world record at 11 seconds. It's the cleanup track. Thank you to Arfer for this one. 1:43 to join us. Excellent place, which one's having the chat. You just saw 31 people do it. 32 people do it. 33 people do it. 34 people do it. 35 people do it. Okay, exclamation mark please, which you type in the chat. That's all you gotta do. You've heard them all do it. 36 people do it. Okay. I also watched 37, 38 people do it. I also watched Rush. I turned on Rush. I guess I was looking for a racing movie. And then I found it in Rush. What a campy movie. Ron Howard directed. Chris Evans playing James Hunt in the big fight with Niki Lauda. And like covering Nikki in like covering the fire, covering his face getting disfigured. They have one point Hemsworth. I don't know. It's one of those Chris's. It's the Thor one. It's the one he does the Thor voice. It's so fucking weird. He does the Thor voice because I don't think James Hunt sounds like. Here, I'm gonna go to YouTube and we're gonna look up James Hunt and we're gonna listen to him in the next as we load the next race here. But we got 30 seconds here. Last chance to because. It just made everything seem more comical than it needed to be. It was a fun movie. It was very exciting, a lot of action, big excitement. It's a great story, kind of a cool ending. It makes both of those guys look cool. But he didn't sound like fuck. He didn't sound like Thor. All right, we'll listen to the next track. We got 3 seconds now for 41 racers ready, rare and registered and off. In the clean-up track here, Rastin Sassenberry is leading on what is a relatively, looks like a relatively short, simple track. Rastin Sassenberry got the right start, and there we go. Sometimes they're short, folks. There you go. Congratulations. Go to Rastin Sassenberry, led win, and TSCN Sam. That's your podium here on the cleanup track. It's a short one. Thank you, though, Arthur, for the track. Congratulations. Also go to Plokai in 4th place, leading on the rest of your top 10, including Jarrus, Ben Franklin, Kinlan, Max Power, Judy, Bootybot, and M. Bloom in 10th place. 41 racers entered, and oh my dog, I don't know if you can believe it, but all 41 of them finished. It's going to be Scoop Shooter. God damn it. I keep getting cucked on points. Can't keep cucking me. Stop cucking me. I made sure to take myself off the screen while I said that. A part of me, the subconscious part of the super ego said, "Oh, I know what you're gonna no, get on." Anyway. Of course, if you're having a good time, back in June, this is our quadruple header or something right now we're in. We'll be back in June, Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern time here on Twitch. All right, 2 minutes to join us here in our final community level of the evening, race 12, the aggressive Deadly Storm. This one will be a little longer. Not that much longer, but maybe a little bit longer. Thank you to Lance for the level. 2 minutes to join us, exclamation mark plays, what you type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it. Oh, we have to listen to James Hunt. Oh, here we go. No, stop. Just pause. James Hunt. Here we go. James Hunt.
Well now, James, they've changed the regulations concerning the airboxes and the wings, and yet you're still extremely fast. How do you do it?
Big balls.
Get it.
Can't you print that?
Yeah, do it again. Just keep going. He's wrong.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's James Hunt. He doesn't sound like fucking Thor.
Coleman spoke to first in the pits after the race.
James, it's hot work out there, isn't it? Well, it wasn't as hot as last year. That's one thing we can say for it. It was.
He is hot though.
It was pretty hot, but not too bad.
Did the heat produce any problems for you with the car?
Well, my left front tire chunked quite badly all the way around, so I had a big vibration through the.
You know what? Maybe they got the right guy for this.
The right-hand hairpins.
Maybe they got the right guy for
Whether that
this.
was because of the heat or whether it was just.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to take it back. I think they got the right guy for it. You know what? I think they got the right guy for that.
We're going to dance. We're going to dance and have some fun.
30 seconds now for our last community level aggressive Deadly Storm. You know what? I take it back. I take back what I said on the bones. Listen to him.
I don't know, because we were running the hardest front tire available and other people were running softer ones and got
I think he overdid it a little bit, but I think, you know what? He was probably pretty close. Colin's right. He was definitely the right guy. That's for sure. 10 seconds here with 41 of the right guys on the aggressive Deadly Storm. 5 seconds now as they get going for the 12th running of the marbles today. They're off now. Thank you to TMC Lance for the level. We're going to catch them on the way down as they go through the quick funnel. It's spiral shape leading the snake as they go into, whoa, this is a cool little doodad. Then I'm sure the creators love their inventions being called doodads. But we're going through the sort of car wash thing. We're dropping as fast as we can. I don't want to stop following someone because if I'm not attached to someone, then I can't clip through all the walls and things. 37 seconds elapsed so far. This is a long track here, so this is I don't think we're at risk of missing too much. Our racers are spreading out. We had a few DNFs so far. We move up to the top of the track as they multi-track into a multi-funnel. Gray and Razin Sassenberry, Spiral Shape, Ben Gameland, Max Power was leading, but Max is off the track. Razin is leading now, a minute elapsed so far. We're about halfway through this 12th race. Razin Sassenberry going down, picking up some speed now for this aggressive Deadly Storm. What awaits us? It's a spiral staircase with a dojo at the end of it, plus a little bit of DNA stuff, plus a little helixing, plus then a huge. Oh, then there's a big rock in the damn way. They're putting rocks in the track now. They're putting rocks in the track, and I'm not gonna make that joke. Stashman is behind Ben Gameplan. Ben Gameplan getting some speed, but keeping it on the track, leading this race. Razin Sassenberry, Stashman to lasers and shit. That DNF'd a bunch of racers. Sorry, guys. What the fuck? You join the fuck? You can't do that. Why do you do that? Okay. 2 minutes elapsed so far as we look at our racers trying to make it out of the Snowflake Steve. It's Zed Team. Spiral Shape Stashman. Zed Team with some speed. Going into the final stretch here. Oh, whoa. What are they doing? They're jumping all around. It's Stashman taking the lead through the tunnel of love of hell. And will Stashman make it out? Time at 2:16. Yes, they will. Followed by Male Numb Spiral Shape in third. A minute 52 on that big red clock as we wait for the racers to race their way down the lasers. The freaking lasers. It's Rommel. It's Malvinius. In. What? Oh my God! There are so many more. There's so many more of you back there. What the fuck? There's Crisco, Colin's all the Scoop Shooter. Nightmail is still in the second funnel. Okay, never mind. Okay, Scoop Shooter. Scoop Shooter is upstairs, downstairsing this thing, and is not really going to have a great time trying to get through the next minute of this. Colin J. Crawford is who we're going to follow here. 50 seconds left, and they are making their way through the rock. This is where the lasers are. Don't get lasered! Going in the mill now, 45 seconds. Colin in the chat letting us know. From the pit wall, I'm going to lodge a strongly worded protest with my marble. You just gotta bring it over the line. You gotta bring it over the line, and then the stewards will figure it out. 30 seconds now. You see the Stephen Heck line in the back coming to John, calling the racers. Colin J. Crawford getting a good jump. Going in the... Oh, there we go. Colin getting the outside of the tunnel. 15 seconds. That'll be a last place for Colin. There we go. Congratulations, good Stash Man to Male Numb and Spiral Shape. Oh, I got a little too much of that one. That's your podium here on the aggressive Deadly Storm. A little too aggressive. No, it was a little too dramatic. Top 10 ran out by Gray Whitaker. In fourth place, leading on Jake Schneider's Zed Team. Red Light Mike. Ken Worf, Get Xander, and Dead Polymers in 10th place. It's Colin J. Crawford in 19th place and really last place. In 19th place and last place, they say. A lot of DNFs here. Got to get some Franker Z's for our DNF friends. DNF stands for does need Franker Z's. That's our community levels. Let's get loaded into the last quarter of our stream. Race 13 coming up. Movers and shakers today. It's Jake Schneider leading with 53. Sam with 47. Aaron Roars with 36 points. Get Xander only getting 28 today. A far cry from the 77 last week, but you know what? There's still more to go. You got 2 minutes to join us here. Exclamation mark plays what you type to get a marble with your name on it here on the House of Pain. You got 2 minutes to do it. Join it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Look at that. Did you see this? Did you hear about this? The Telly TV. This broke the morning of Cord Killers, and we were doing Cord Killers even earlier this week. So we didn't. There wasn't enough time to like vet it and put it in the lineup, so we didn't do it. But this is from the guy who did Pluto TV. This is a free 4K TV. It's 55 inches. It comes with an integrated soundbar. Hell, they'll give you a second screen even. And the second screen will have ads on it. It's fine. It's an interesting idea. It seems like it's an okay TV. They put the value at about $500. It seems like it's an okay TV. It's an interesting idea, right? Like, hey, you're gonna see ads anyway. What if we just put a Pizza Hut here while we also keep a box score here? It's not the worst thing in the world. But also, fuck off. But then also fuck off. Because it's got a microphone and a camera in the sound bar. Oops. You know, they show off like, oh, you can do like motion games and stuff. Like, nah, dog, they're gonna have you do the McDonald's thing. McDonald's. Anyway, here's something you can mac your Don on your Donald. It's the House of Pain with 38 racers. 13th race this evening, ready, raring and roaring off. It's Marbles. Our racers are plinkoing their way through this. It's Scoop Shooter, Jake Schneider, Scoop Lindsay first off the block now on the House of Pain. Pulling up the rear, it's Max Power. As we look at Zed Team leading as the crow flies, Manaberry, Malvinius, Epilus Carnage all in the mix here as they all deal with this first Steve in the first section of the House of Pain. Zed Team and Malvinius getting the escape velocity going into the mini funnels. There's Manaberry making progress, Jake Schneider as well. 45 seconds elapsed so far on race 13. We're looking at FLS Carnage speeding through the next section here. A fantastic sector for FLS Carnage, well ahead of the Bucks local record, but this is not over yet. FLS Carnage getting through the 1, getting through the 2. Oh, ooh, that's a bad bonk for FLS Carnage. And there's the Bucks local ghost. That's the thing you need. You needed that FLS Carnage. This will be a win if you can keep it on the paint. If you can keep it on the wood. If you can keep it on the boards, FLS Carnage. That is going to be an easy win for FLS Carnage. Could be some carnage here with a minute 30 on that big red clock now. Colin J. Crawford taking an easy second place. Ledwin has led it in for third. Top 10 are moseying their way in. My producer is reminding me, is actually he's advising me to not mac on your Donald at home. Top 10 are in. A little over a minute now for that last place point. Judy Bootybot, J-Yacht, and Red Hat Jesse are in the back here, but there's always a lot of movement with these Steves. These are fast, fully protected, which means you can go forward really fast. And you can go backwards really fast. We see J-Yacht, it's showing just a little bit, can go just a little bit backwards. So does Red Hat Jesse. Both of them getting back. You know what? This is just how math works, folks. Someone's going to do it. Someone's going to get a bad line and just happen to be Sam and Jesse. And Jaya with a 15-second timer here to bring it home. Should be plenty of time. Unless you're getting stopped here with the bonk, but not going to do it. There we go. Congratulations go to FLS Carnage, Colin J. Crawford, and Ledwin. Those are your winners here on the House of Pain. Only a little bit of pain. That was a little bit of pain there. Top 10 rounded up by Kingsbud in fourth place, leading on Jake Schneider, Scoop Lindsay, Rommel, Captain Jack, Scoop Shooter, and Spiral Shape. In 38 folks entered, and we're looking at 36 of them. No bonus points for our DNF friends. Make sure you give them the Frankersies. They really need it. It's J-Yod in the last place. In the last place point, congrats to J-Yod for doing that. Congrats. Have this card say anything? Nope. Okay. Let's load up our next track here.
I'm a scat man.
Your leaders in Season 6 as it stands. Got 3 more races for you tonight, but here's how the standings are looking up at the very top. Oh, it's a tight one here. We got 2 minutes in our next race. Make sure you join us here, !play, while I talk you through this real quickly. Jake Schneider leading with 130. Kip Holzander with 127. They're neck and neck fighting for it. They're some might say that they're dog fighting up there. Some might say that they're dog fighting up there. Oh my gosh. If we have a dog fight, in the standings at the end of the race, I think it means that I have, if for the whole next week, the first 2 racers, and only the 2 of them, are racing for first place, I'm gonna have to do something in the email. I'm gonna have to do a fun email about that. That's something you make a fun email about. All right, you got a minute 15 to join us here in On Thin Ice. It's our 14th race today. 3 more races, 3 more chances to get points in week 3. Of course, we'll be back in June for week 4 and the rest of season 6. 1 minute now. Folks, we may not have weird things tomorrow. Letting you know, we might not have weird things tomorrow. Sounds like we're not going to do the Weird Things podcast tomorrow. We're not going to do Weird Things tomorrow. That was me easing you into that, because I was pretty sure it was not going to happen, and when I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen, it's probably not going to happen, which means it's not going to happen. So I can just tell you we're probably not going to do Weird Things tomorrow, so we're not going to do Weird Things tomorrow. Sorry about that. Dude, Buck is saying, damn it, Justin. It's not a Justin thing. It's a scheduling thing. Sometimes the schedule's fucked up, and weird things. It's weird things. Sorry. All right, well, here's something that we're not about. No, that's not. We love weird things. All right, 5 seconds now with 38 races here on Thin Ice. Hey, make it 39, because I'm also on Thin Ice here. 14th race is gone, and I'm leading on with Scoop Lindsay, Crisco, Red Light Mike, and Knight and Mayor all going ahead now in the opening section of On Thin Ice. A little bit of trading back and forth as our race is going to the chaotic hourglass section here, the Coke bottle moment. Racers going through some more Rams heads as they bang heads here. Nightmare not getting the escape velocity that they wanted. Scoop Lindsay getting a great bump from that Punk One. That Punk One pushing Night Attack out of the way. Maybe someone should look at that. Scoop Lindsay leading on that Punk One. There's Rommel, the Buck, Nightmare, Night Attack, Lead Win, Red Light Mike, and Spiral Shape. Just had to get Pull Xander and more. All right. Scoop Lindsay not getting the escape on thin ice here that we want. You actually kind of want to go down the bottom side relatively quickly here. The top side's all right as long as you get in and out really quickly, but Ledwin's already past the section where that part rejoins. So this is going to be a fantastic line for Ledwin. There's Anathema Unbound's Ghost here. Now this is Anathema Unbound getting the real, that's the real meat and potatoes of this shortcut, is to take the center section instead of this long winding section like Ledwin has helpfully illustrated for us. A minute 35 on the clock so far. Ledwin looking to get out of the chalice here. This goblet is very flat at the bottom, so it's tough to get out of here, and I talk professionally too. Who's gonna get out? It'll be Jayod, then Kinlan, then Ledwin. Your podium on thin ice. A minute 40 on the red clock here. Ooh, just a little bit of last minute chaos. Just a little last minute chaos for you. A little bit of last minute chaos for you. Top 10 rounding out here as we see a fight for our last place shaping up. Nightmare, Manaberry, and ICU not even made it into the Chalice of Goblet yet. About 10 racers who... Oh, there we go. Some bonkage bringing them out. ICU and Nightmare entering the fray, seeing if that chaos breaks some of the centrifugal force. Some racers going in opposite directions, which is fun. Could be sort of head-on collisions as we see ICU flirting with the end. Nightmare and Ben Gameplan contact. That should help both of them. Ben Gameplan getting out of there. ICU and Nightmare getting escape velocity. It's Theater Monkey and Spiral Shape now. Theater Monkey getting the line. Spiral Shape going ovular. And Spiral Shape is also out. There we go! Congratulations go to Jayod, 105. Alongside Kinlan and Ledwin. That's your podium here on thin ice. Top 10 rounded out by Crisco762 in 4th place, leading on Cheesy Popcorn, M Bloom 311, the Ben Franklin, Dead Polymers, Scoop Lindsay, and Get Pull Xander in 10th place. 38 folks entered and only 33 of them finished. It's Spiral Shape who got that last place point. Congrats to Spiral Shape. Getting a point, putting it up on the big board. Got a few DNFs there. Make sure you give me the Frankers. These DNFs stands for doesn't need Frankers. Make sure you give them up for us. Oh no. This is not the one I'm thinking of, right? For our 15th race this evening. This is a nice one. Okay, I thought this was the very long one. I don't think this is the very long one. I'm like 80% sure I'm not loading up the very long race track right now. Because this is one that's really... Okay, this is not it, thank goodness. All right, we're loaded up. 2 minutes now to join us here in Cosmic Chaos. An incredibly average length track. Not a big deal. We're all excited for it. We've got the entire vim and vigor of the League of Fun Games, Marbles organization behind this. A minute 40 to join us in this race. It's our penultimate race of the evening. I want to get some thank yous out of the way, by the way. I did not do some of our supporters here on Twitch. Here at twitch.tv/United Attack, including Bobcat, who resubscribed for 73 months, Crisco for 57th month. Thank you so much, Max. Matrix for following. Thank you, AssCat, for the various bits, all of them in the Frankerz's bit as well. Thank you, Highlander, for the follow. Gray Whitaker, welcome back, 46 months. That Punk 1 for 9 months. Thank you so much. And Jane for following us. Thank you so much, everyone who supports us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Night Attack. is where we are live. 1 minute now on Cosmic Chaos, our 15th race of the evening, penultimate one. This is a good one. This is a good one. We got curly cues, we got anti-gravity stuff, we got some wacky stuff at the end. This is a good one. Cosmic Chaos, this is one you can set your watch by. This is one you can set your gigantic space craft watch by, and you can have 2 of them, and they're halos. Oh, I was talking about Citizen Sleeper earlier. It takes place on a halo. Do they call it a halo? They don't call it a halo, but it's a halo. It's like a ring world. It's a ring world. 20 seconds now here on Cosmic Chaos. Can't believe this race is almost over. We're punking. We're punking and pumping. We're pumping and punking. 10 seconds now for 42 pumps and punks of assorted varieties here in Cosmic Chaos. 3, 2, 1, and they are off, going through the funnel now on Cosmic Chaos. This is another one of those funnels that itself kind of takes like a minute, right? I'm pretty sure, or maybe not. Oh, maybe not. There's Kinlan and Theater Monkey off the block now. Oh, there's everybody. There's Jane, Scoop Shooter, Scoop Lindsay, Max Power, Defiant Geek, Colin J. Crawford, and Ken Worf. As the races are making their way through, it's Judy, Bootybot, Ledwin, and Spiral Shape below the rear. As Kinlan is, who are following through the large order of curly fries, frankly. It's a large order, and it's good. It's good, but it is a large order. So just make sure you get all your, and just one more spot, just one more curl. Ooh, Kinlan is getting kind of lateral. Hope not losing too much speed. You shouldn't lose too much speed through those, though you can really wonk it up here on the escape velocity. That's opened up the door for Scoop Shooter to lead into the into the anti-gravity section, but it's Colin J. Crawford who keeps it in the plastic stuff to lead on Z Team, J-Yod, Theater Monkey, Sam, Ken, and Gray. There's some folks are stubbing their toes a little bit here. 1:20 elapsed so far, trying to keep up with GZ, whose ghost is reminding us that Blue Moon is craft. It's Defiant Geek, Theater Monkey, and J-Yod in a 3-way fight for first place with a ghost. Sam and Aaron Roars all in the mix as Defiant Geek squeaks ahead, whispers ahead just a little bit, trying to keep as much speed through that very, very difficult, crowded section. Defiant Geek now going through the anti-gravity, no trouble at all. A good gap to Theater Monkey and Z Team as Defiant Geek slows down a lot on these speed bumps. This is going to be tough for Defiant Geek, but opening up the door for Theater Monkey and really an Aaron Roars who's keeping a lot of speed. Defiant Geek, keeping on the center of the track where just hitting every speed bump for Defiant Geek. That is going to be a 3rd place so far. But Aaron Roars and Theater Monkey both getting a head-on bonk into the final stretch in the final road, but it'll be Theater Monkey ahead of Aaron Roars. Zed in 3rd, Jane in 4th, Malvanius. Defiant Geek having to settle for a 6th place. No! What a shame. 40 seconds now on the big red clock here. Who's gonna get that last place point? That one hurts my heart. And also me hitting my pin hurts my neck. Mana Berry and Mail Numb now. Just trading last places here. Not even really trading it. Mail Numb is just trying to bring it in. Trying to bring it in. There we go. Congratulations go to Theater Monkey, Aaron Roars, and Z Team K22. Well, that's your podium here in our 15th race, our penultimate race of the evening, Cosmic Chaos. 42 folks entered. Let's take a look at the rest of that top 10. 4th place is Jane976, leading on Malvinius, Defiant Geek, Ken Worf 4, TSC and Sam, and Bloom 311, and Scoop Lindsay in 10th place. 42 folks entered, and only 34 of them finished. It's Mail Numb. Getting last place point. Few DNFs. Yeah. We got a few DNFs there. All right, it's time for our final race of the evening. Give me a moment to load it up. We'll do a few last messages so we can get right out of here once we're done.
Yo, come on, move this.
course, this is, again, supported by everyone who supports us over on Patreon. Patreon.com/LFGX. 4 little letters keeps supporting some of this fun thing. Working on some podcast stuff, working on some other stuff. I'm cooking. He cooking. Anyway, none of this is charismatic or interesting or enticing. Patreon.com/LFGX. None of this is interesting or compelling or enticing. Also, our friends there at Split Coffee Workshop, who are incredibly impelling, and they're impelling you, and they're implying, and they're impelling you. And I'm SplitCoffeeWorkshop.com is the website. We will be back June 1st, Thursdays, 9 p.m. Taking some time out. We're in a triple header at the moment. Imilla may not be happening, but some of us are old men and very tired. I'm sorry, I'm tired. All right, folks. 2 minutes on the clock to join us in our final race of the evening. And you know it's going to be Castle Siege. Exclamation mark plays, which you want to type in the chat to get a marble with your name on it in the last chance to get points this evening. Race 16. You know it, you love it. It's Castle Siege. I don't say remind. I just have a button that says remind, so that when I remind you, I know to hit the remind button. Even though I don't ever really say the word remind. In fact, when you say remind, it makes people acknowledge that you are reminding them. Rookie mistake. That's a rookie mistake from the People Pleasers Handbook. I'm sorry, it's a rookie mistake. A minute 15 to join us in our 16th race today. We'll see all of your stats. How everyone did, who did the best today, who is at the top of the league at the conclusion of this race, which is going to get started in just under a minute now. Thank you everybody who's been joining us. Of course, Marbles.win is the website. You have your stats there. They get updated in basically real time. You have to refresh the page, but they get updated in real time. When I've got the stats here, you get the stats there. Marbles.win. Get the email list. Get the merchandise. Get the schedule, get the Google Calendar, get it all. Really get everything you need for the busy modern life at Marbles.win. 25 seconds now on Castle Siege. This is our customary final race of the evening. Oh, I gotta make sure a minute. This is a drag strip style track on a castle themed level. Our racers are plinkoing their way in 5 seconds on our final chance for points today on week 3. They are off on Castle Siege. This is our customary final race of the evening because it's so chaotic and so bombastic. I think it's one of the best tracks they've got on them on the whole Nintendo. 20 seconds left so far, and we're looking at Stashman, Bobcat, and Crisco. Let me explain very briefly what this is. The drag strip style track. You see the orange beams. Those increase your momentum. If you're going forward, they make you go forward faster. If you're going backwards, they might make you go backwards faster. You also see raised sections of the walkway. Those are bongos to keep you from riding the wall. You don't want to do that. You want to go in a straight line, but unfortunately you can't help it because it's a very, very long straight track. We've also got cannonballs just throwing debris everywhere on the track. Just and the Nicholas debris crew are out. You know, the debris stands, the debris Swifties are the Swiffers are really they're really trying my patience here. All right, you know who's not trying my patience here? It's Red Light Mike, who is moving into the lead. A minute 15 so far on Castle Siege. Not able to keep it up with Magical Objects, who really had a very optimal line. Red Light Mike is well ahead of the fight for second place between Stashman, Owiva, and Leadwind, but Red Light Mike is up here. Gonna have an opportunity as Mike hits the bongos. This is an okay line. But a lot of debris on the track. It's going to be tough for Stashman and That Punk 1 or Cheesy Popcorn to catch up. Crisco, Ledwin, Aaron Roars, Humble Life, and Dead Polymers all up in the mix as Red Light Mike is just getting to the final stretch. Just got to bring it home. Don't get stuck with any of the debris. There we go. That is your winner here on Castle Siege, Red Light Mike. We now go to the back of the pack here. Well, not as far back now. To see the carnage, the bloodshed, the disastrous results of a Castle Siege. It's Kinlan in the rear now with 37 seconds. There's that Stephen Heck line coming to John Cole. All of the racers very quickly. Is this line quicker? Did they make this line quicker? Or maybe this was just a very fast track. Top 7 racers are in now. There's your top 10. There's Jay. This is. I can barely. I'm gonna. Sorry, no, that actually gets people. It actually gets. 12 seconds now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. There we go. Congratulations. Go to Red Light Mike, Stashman 2, and Gray Whitaker. That's your podium here on Castle Siege, our final race of the evening. Top 10 rounded out by Nightmare in 4th place, leading on Humble Life, Mana Berry, Crisco, Cheesy Popcorn, Ledwin, and Dead Polymers in 10th place. Spiral Shape taking the last place point in 19th just at the last moment. Make sure you give us all the Frankersies here at the end of the night for our DNF friends in this race and all of the other races so far. We're going to take a look at the standings in just a second. Don't go anywhere. Your movers and shakers here at the end of week 3. These are the folks who have gained the most points in tonight alone. It's Jake Schneider, the biggest mover with 60 points. TSC and Sam not far behind with 51 points. Ledwin with 49. Aaron Roars 47. Kinlan 41. Gitpool Xander, who was your leader going into this race, only getting 29 points. Let's see what that does for their league standings here at the end of week 3. These are our live standings. Of course, you can find your stats at any time over at marbles.win for your stats for this season and all of the previous seasons. So make sure you check us out there. It's Jake Schneider leading ahead of Gitpool Xander. It's a neck and neck race. They're honestly, the dogfight is in a different. It's in a different scene. It's in a different scene. So hold on. That's right, it's a dog fight here at the end of week 3. Jake Schneider and Gitpool Xander are neck and neck next to each other. Next and next. Bobcat with 105, Aaron Roars and Scoop Shooter, the rest of your top 5. Find your stats at any time. Marbles.win is the website. Oh, love to see a good fighting of the dorgs. I think that's okay. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We'll be back in June. It has been a blast so far, and it will be a blast then.